Hey, this is Nat, and we're off our couch once again in Atlanta, Georgia. Atlanta just has so much to offer and is home to so many must-see attractions like the one we're visiting today, Georgia Aquarium. We are back in Pemberton Place, which is the home of the National Center for Civil and Human Rights, a museum and human rights organization focused on justice and dignity for all people, and the World of Coca-Cola, a museum dedicated to the history and experience of Coca-Cola, which we toured last video. That video link is in the description box if you missed it and want to check that out. Like World of Coca-Cola, this is our second time visiting the aquarium and our first time filming our experience and taking you all along with us. So thank you so much for joining us, and we have future plans to explore more of this exciting city. So please subscribe if you get to do so. And if you've been joining us off the couch week after week, thank you so much. A lot has changed since our last visit to Georgia Aquarium back in 2019. There is the Sharks Predators of the Deep exhibit featuring sand tiger sharks, great hammerhead sharks, and more. The newest exhibit here at Georgia Aquarium. And there's still so much more to see in what is one of the largest aquariums in the world. So we'll go through some of our highlights for today and try to provide as much information as possible for your future visit. Before we get to all of the aquatic fun, let's talk discounts as we always do on this channel, and some admission details. There is the Georgia Resident Pass, which at the time of this video publishing is sold out. If you're a Georgia resident and would prefer unlimited admission throughout the year, I recommend checking the website for future availability of that pass. Memberships, both individual and family memberships, can be purchased as well. And there is also a military membership providing a 20% discount on select memberships. Plus, there are Military Mondays. Current and former members of the United States Armed Forces get in free Mondays in November and December and on select days throughout the year. And a 30% discount is given to family members as well. Plus, there are military discounts on tickets throughout the year. Of course, we'll have the link to the Georgia Aquarium website for all the discount details you may need. And we mentioned last video about the Atlanta City Pass. The pass grants admission to 5 attractions listed here over a 9-day time period. And if you're planning to visit multiple attractions, we definitely recommend checking out the pass and possibly saving some money there. Parking at the Georgia Aquarium parking garage is $20. And like World of Coca-Cola, Georgia Aquarium's tickets must be purchased online, and they are time entry tickets. So if you go to their website that day to purchase tickets, you may not be able to enter until hours later. After learning our lesson at World of Coca-Cola, we did purchase our tickets the night before our visit to the aquarium, and we were able to select any time that we wanted to enter. So if time entry is still happening during your visit, you'll most likely want to plan ahead. We have our tickets, as I just mentioned, so we're waving to Pemberton Penguin. This penguin used to sit on a water tower. Interesting. And there are more penguins inside, slightly smaller. Before the penguins, though, after we get our group photo taken at entry, we'll head to the newest exhibit here at the Georgia Aquarium, Sharks Predators of the Deep. This is a 185-foot shark gallery filled with 1.2 million gallons of water. The exhibit features great hammerhead sharks, sand tiger sharks, silky sharks, I'm not familiar with them, silver-tipped sharks, tiger sharks, as well as fish and rays seen through multiple floor-to-ceiling windows. Those are the technical details of this exhibit, but I'll refer to London, a shark fanatic, on why this exhibit featuring these mighty apex predators is so exciting.
As Nat said, I love sharks, so we had to check out this exhibit, or as the Georgia Aquarium calls it, a gallery of predatory sharks. I think it's really cool to get to see so many large predatory sharks in one place. And as Nat said, this exhibit houses great hammerhead sharks as well as tiger sharks, both of which I have never seen in an exhibit before. Now the tank itself is rather large, and it actually gives the sharks quite a bit of space to move around freely, and in some cases you'll even get to see them just take off and rip through the tank from one side to the other at full speed, which of course excites everybody in the aquarium. And that's when you'll hear all the oohs and ahs. Another really cool thing about this exhibit is that they have a bunch of little fish called false pilchards, which school up and form this massive bait ball, and the sharks just love to swim or cruise through it from time to time, which is really cool to see. Now, I don't know about you, but this is about as close as I want to get to a tiger shark or a hammerhead in real life. I'm really taking the time to enjoy every second of this with the kids because I don't know when I'll get to see it again.
This is a must-see exhibit, not just for London, but for many, maybe even all guests who visit Georgia Aquarium. But I am noticing the further you walk into the exhibit, the less people there are in front of the window. So if you want a premium view, and I'm certain you will, just keep walking when you enter the exhibit. In between the windows and on the back wall are facts and a lot of information about these sharks that we're amazed by within this exhibit. There are, of course, shows here at the Georgia Aquarium as well, and we're going to definitely catch a show. You do have to reserve seats for the shows, at least when the aquarium is busy like today. So if that's the case during your visit, you can reserve your seats, pick the times for the shows you plan to attend, and then schedule viewing the other exhibits around those show times. We're reserving a time slot for Dolphin Coast. This is a presentation featuring bottlenose dolphins. And a tip, if you want your child to be chosen to interact with the dolphins, or I should say if your child wants to interact with the dolphins, sit really near the front, preferably the first row. It is the splash zone, so you may get wet. We didn't. We're actually surprised by that. And my son has been chosen to be a part of the show on both visits. He's batting 1,000. After the show, we're walking through the Aquanaut Adventure. Animals are featured here that can thrive in some of the harshest environments on Earth. And look at how cool this tunnel is. Once we're back out in the main lobby, we get to choose where we head next, and that will be Cold Water Quest. I'm excited for this exhibit because there are penguins and a crawl tunnel. So we'll get a chance to get really close to the penguins. The penguins are towards the back, and first entering the gallery, we see beautiful fish. This exhibit also has southern sea otters, puffins. The gallery is home to some of the world's coldest ocean animals. From upstairs, we can see the beluga whales and harbor seals. We'll go downstairs to get a closer look in a bit, but first on to the penguin tunnel. This is the height we'll need to shrink to in order to get a closer look at the penguins. If shrinking isn't really your thing, the penguin viewing area is right here. There are 25 nesting areas within the rockwork of the exhibit and a lighting system that mimics the natural light cycle from twilight to moonlight. Pretty cool. We're heading into the twilight part of the tunnel crawl right now on our way to see the penguins. It is a cramped trip, but worth it. Look at how close we are. I feel like I'm part of the colony, if they accept me, that is. And the viewing window isn't clear, as you can see, but we're still so close. I mean, look at how many penguins we can see right in front of us. I love it. I always love seeing the penguins though, and the kids do too. We've been through this tunnel multiple times and we're heading in again, so knees don't fail me now. Leaving the penguins is bittersweet because we love the penguins, but look at how beautiful the beluga whales and the harbor seals are. They are just so graceful. We have made it downstairs to get a closer look at these beautiful cold ocean animals. And at this point, we will need lunch. So we will go ahead and head to Cafe Aquaria. There are some other options for food at the aquarium that I did notice, but we're going to go ahead and eat here because they have choices my kids will eat, like corn dogs, and they are reasonably priced for an attraction in my opinion. Corn dogs are $4.75, not bad. The hot dog is $4.95. I've seen much worse prices on my travels for hot dogs, so I consider that good. And I am picking up some french fries that I can nibble on for $5.50, and we can all share to get us through the last few exhibits we'll be checking out today. Plus, the military discount applies here at the food court in the gift shop, so extra savings, even more reasonable. Okay, now, so let's head to the Ocean Voyager. It's right in front of our table as we're finishing our lunch. Ocean Voyager is an extremely popular gallery. It's one of the main reasons we visited this aquarium a few years back. Within this exhibit, you can walk or glide through this 100-foot tunnel to view Goliath groupers, small and large stingrays, and more sharks. What may be most impressive in the Ocean Voyager gallery is the 23-foot tall, 61-foot wide, and a 2-foot thick viewing window where you can watch the largest fish in the world, the whale shark. As I said before, London was excited the first time that we visited to see this gallery, and he's still excited now.
And I feel like I should be excited to see such a massive and majestic creature in such a large tank. And for someone like me who loves fish but doesn't really want to get out in the ocean and swim with them, this is one of my only chances to really get to take a good look at them. This particular tank is ridiculously impressive, housing not only whale sharks but giant manta rays, stingrays, and a variety of other aquatic life forms that are just beautiful and awe-inspiring. It really is a sight to behold.
I agree, and I have to add that I just find it mind-boggling that a fish can be this big. 41,000 pounds, 39 feet long. That's how big whale sharks get. And I can't wrap my head around the fact that these are fish. My mind is blown as we move on to our next to last spot on this visit, the Gator crossing. And this is a must for my daughter. If we want a somewhat peaceful 5-hour drive back home, we must walk this bridge, which we are in line to do right now. While we wait, there are more animals to learn about and to listen to.
Stand up.
Plus, there are insects to learn about as well. The line isn't too long, but we still have some time to look around and definitely enough interaction to keep us occupied until it is time for us to cross the bridge. Which is now. Our time has come and the rope bridge will lead us to the alligators. While I'm walking this, it kind of feels like this, especially since I'm trying to look down at the otters and the Southern Company River Scout Gallery, the only freshwater gallery in the aquarium, as I walk, but it's actually not bad. It's really fun. And once we cross, we do get to meet the alligators, and there are albino alligators here too. We're learning about the struggles albino alligators face as ambush predators who really don't blend in with their environment. And we're also learning about a threat that all alligators face: Burmese pythons. Burmese pythons are invasive species, which means they are not supposed to be here. That's in South Florida, where I'm really referring to. They are native to Southeast Asia, and they eat all types of wildlife in South Florida, even apex predators like alligators. Burmese pythons are one of the largest snakes, ranging from 16 to 23 feet, and the aquarium guide is explaining too that Burmese pythons have been known to reproduce asexually. Humongous, non-native snakes that can multiply on their own. That's material for a realistic yet unlikely nightmare. While pondering those disturbing facts, we're going to take a look at the other animals that are here as well. And then we're going to make our way to Tropical Diver, our last spot for today. And they have a little mermaid feature that's going on in this gallery right now. And look at how cool this is. Look at all of the pipes, the busted pipes that are all within this exhibit. It's like rusty and beautiful and unique all at the same time. And there's even a moray eel stuck. Well, no, not stuck. I'm sure the moray eel isn't stuck. Just sticking out of the pipe. How cool is that though? And walking further into the gallery, we run into the Little Mermaid photo shoot that is right in front of the tropical reef. And who wouldn't want a picture in front of this tropical coral reef? And of course, it's the perfect backdrop for the Little Mermaid. Perfect backdrop for pretty much any picture, I would say. This is just absolutely beautiful. We are just standing here in awe. Within this gallery, there are seahorses, clownfish, yellowhead jawfish, and more. This is designed to resemble a tropical Pacific coral reef with 200 species of coral represented. The coral reef is beautiful, and so are these jellyfish. Oh my, I don't have the words to actually describe how beautiful this is. It's about time for us to hit the road. Of course, we're going to hit the gift shop first. To be honest, this is like our third time in this gift shop. We stopped in for a few minutes to shop when we first came into the aquarium. We browsed a little on the outskirts while passing it during our day, and we are back. And on this third trip, we're still noticing different souvenirs, different items, different toys that we have on our other trips. This is a packed gift shop. It's really nice too. And once you exit the gift shop, there are machines where you can purchase the picture that was taken when you first entered the aquarium. Well, let's hear your thoughts now that we reached the end of our time here at the Georgia Aquarium. Have you visited already? Or you plan to visit? What do you want to see the most on your visit? Lenny has been talking about his favorite galleries and exhibits throughout the video. I love the tunnel in the ocean Voyager and watching the massive rays. I also love the penguins. I wish the glass was clear though, so you could see the penguins much better. The kids really enjoy their time. The aquarium is interactive, which is great. It accommodates kids in certain areas too, the kids viewing area. In the front of some of the exhibits, the aquarium is not accommodating to strollers though. There were maybe 1 or 2 stroller parking areas, and not in the areas like the tunnel crawl or the rope bridge that small kids will most likely enjoy doing and don't need to be out of the stroller to enjoy. So you just have to find a spot somewhere to park the stroller. So there is no one guiding you to stroller parking, and as I stated, there aren't a lot of clear designated spots for stroller parking like at other attractions we visited. Also, if you have a stroller, you have to use the elevator to move from floor to floor, and they're a bit on the slow side. And if you're trying to make it to shows at a designated time period, then that may be a hassle that you run into more than once during the day. It would be really nice if they had ramps, so that way strollers and other vehicles, other items that are on wheels that can't go up the escalators can still easily get around the aquarium, because if you're in a stroller, then that means that your whole party has to wait for the elevator, or if you do split up, then you have to wait and meet up with those that weren't able to go up the escalator. That's what we ended up doing. Overall though, we really enjoyed our time. We think the aquarium is extremely well done. There were so many animals to see, animals that you're not going to see at many other aquariums, so it's definitely worth the visit in our opinion. And I also thought the prices with the food and the prices in the gift shop were reasonable, so that was a bonus too. We would love to hear your opinion, thoughts, feedback, or tips concerning visiting Georgia Aquarium. Anything you'd like to add, please leave in the comments. And if you found this video helpful, please hit the thumbs up button and let us know. We would love for you also to join us next video at TripAdvisor's #1 beach in the US in 2021, St. Pete Beach. We'll be off our couch in St. Petersburg, Florida, enjoying this popular top-rated beach. St. Pete Beach is known for its soft white sands and emerald green waters, and we'll enjoy the natural beauty of the beach, of course, and we'll also discuss the amenities and details to enjoy a laid-back day on the beach. Subscribe if you've yet to do so, and join us Saturday on St. Pete Beach. Let's get off the couch and explore this #1 beach together. As always, thank you for joining us this video. Thanks for getting off the couch with us, and thank you for liking, commenting, and sharing. These adventures only happen because of you all joining us week after week, so thank you so very much. Until next week, click on the video to see another one of our experiences. Thanks for watching.